Okay, that's that updated. Now all we need to do is update this. Please work. There we go. Oh, you bugger, that's loud. I'll turn it down in a sec, I promise. Can I tab out of this? I can tab out of this and turn things down. There we go. Sorry, Midnight Monitor was really quiet. This is really loud. Mind Scanners is a work of fiction and it's intended to be entertainment purpose only. It's like, okay, yeah. Standard disclaimer. Ants! Yeah, so if anybody has any features they would like me to add to Chibi-Tan, or if you notice any issues either with the bot itself or with the virtual pet when the virtual pet is back, pop them into the Discord, because I'll finally be in a position to just fix things myself, which is nice. I like having that level of control over things on the channel. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to set this to easy. The structure. Greetings, citizen. As you are well aware, your daughter is now in the care of the structure. She has been placed in quarantine at the Zignoka Institute as she has shown signs of a highly contagious mental illness. Details of her condition are classified, but we assure you that she is in good hands. For the normality and the mind, for normality and the mind, the structure. Okay, so we've got some Orwellian cyberpunk shit going on here. Request to visit your daughter denied. To access the Zignoka Institute, you must be a mind scanner with a level 3 citizenship. We understand your concern, but there is no need to worry. For your inconvenience, your daily maintenance is reduced by 2 kapok. Kapok? The structure. Okay, so our daughter has been incarcerated and we want to get her out. So we're going to become a mind scanner. Congratulations, you have been accepted to the Mind Scanners program. Enclosed is the needed equipment for the job. This includes a radio phone through which you will receive further instructions. The constructor thanks you for your service. For normality and the mind, the structure. Next, we're told that the computer is our friend and that anyone thinking otherwise is a communist mutant traitor. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's horrifying. Greetings, Mind Scanner. Your duty is to diagnose and treat anomalous citizens of the structure. For each completed treatment, you will receive 15 kapok. Okay. If you can't pay maintenance at the end of each day, you will be exiled from the structure and thrown into the outer zone. Okay, so we've got a Papers, Please kind of game here. I thought it might be a Papers, Please kind of game, which is why it was on my wish list in the first place. Because I really like games like that. I like mindless admin games. This map of the structure shows citizens who have shown signs of strange behaviour. Look, a citizen is in need of attention. Go pay him a visit. I'm trying to remember what the bar one is called. I realised very recently that Papers, Please and Obra Dinn are both Lucas Pope games. I fucking love Obra Dinn as well. Obra Dinn is such a wonderful little game. I want more games like Obra Dinn. That and Golden Idol. Golden Idol is such a great game. I want more games like that. They're really unique takes on the idea of a puzzle game, and I love that. I've started getting paranoid again, so that's fun. Oh, Kian. Big hugs. I hope whatever's causing it, you're able to deal with. The fact that you're able to identify that that's happening, though, is a really good start. Yeah, I hope you are able to take steps to minimize it as best as you can. Okay, so Old Henson Park, the Ventures District, the oldest park in the structure and the home of many strange creatures. Take a step inside the outside. Interesting little slogan there. Okay, we can't highlight over any of the other stuff and like say what those areas are. We can only highlight over those. Okay. Rutger is a true nature enthusiast. He knows every tree in the structure and is the chief conservator of Triangle Park. Lately, he has become more connected with nature. In fact, he believes he is an oak tree. Oh dear. Rutger Hoof. Not Rutger Hauer. Turns out that I, someone who doesn't like the sun, is afraid of the dark. To be fair, Kian, that is a perfectly natural fear to have. It's one that goes back to our earliest days of, like, monkey hindbrain. Because the dark is full of scary things, or was full of scary things. It is less full of scary things now because we have, you know, walls and roofs and, if we're in America, firearms. And if we're in certain parts of the UK where hunting rifles are more common or shotguns are more common, firearms. But yeah. Also, we murdered them. Yeah. We did murder most of the scary things, yes. And then we ate them. But yeah, it's a perfectly natural fear. And nothing to be ashamed of. I thought you said fire alarms. I was so damn confused. Close enough. Rutger must be an individual who might remember to hydrate. Thank you, Soul. I will indeed hydrate. Everybody else should do the same. It's hatefully fucking warm. Make sure you are staying hydrated. It is very easy to get dehydrated in this kind of weather. Because it doesn't feel like you should need to drink, but sometimes you just do. Okay, let's go and see Rutger. Hello, Rutger. Swoosh, swoosh, oh dear. Okay. This citizen has already been scanned. His insanity amount and insanity types are displayed here. Okay. I'll drink some water later, as long as you remember. Just drank a whole thing of coffee, which isn't peak hydration material, but it do be liquid. Oh, it's a start. I mean, too much caffeine is a diuretic, which makes you pee more. So make sure you balance it out with some water later. But you have had some hydration now, and that's the important thing. Start treatment and remove his insanity before time runs out. Oh god, it's timed. Okay. Treatment. What do I have to do? Oh. Okay, do I just press the button over it? Oh, I hold it. Right, okay. I'm understanding now. But now what do I do? Oh, I turn the dial. Okay. Okay, I turn the dial. At least it's got a nice long timer on it for your first session so that you've got time to figure it out. I think I may have just expected jump scares and stuff in the previous game and that got me going. Silent Hill is something I can manage as I don't find those old games scary. Oh, poor Silent Hill. Poor Silent Hill. I mean, it is an old game now that just makes me feel sad and old. I'm also an old game. And yeah, I was sort of expecting Midnight Monitor to have jump scares, and I'm really glad it didn't, because I fucking hate jump scares. Not because they frighten me. I mean, that made me jump. Yeah, not because they make me jump, just because it's the lazy way to scare people. Go, boo! Button press crazy gone. I wish button press equals crazy gone was actually a thing. Treatment complete. 15k. I'm not an oak tree. No, that's sort of silly, isn't it? I guess I spent too much time with vegetation. I better go visit my friends again. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, I love horror, but I don't do it at night. See, I'm horrendously desensitized, and I appreciate that, which is why a lot of the time when we're streaming stuff, especially in the spooky slot, I'm just like, okay, these are the things we need to watch out for. And I don't stream certain games because I know other people aren't going to enjoy them. But I'm just, like, my earliest exposure to that kind of stuff was watching The X-Files from behind the couch whilst my dad was watching it when I was like 5. I would sneak downstairs and hide behind the couch so that I could watch it. So I've been watching horror from a very young age. And I'm kind of desensitized to it. And after my dad passed away, my mum sort of, one day when I wanted to watch a horror movie, she sat down with me and she was like, look, you know that these things that happen on the screen aren't real, right? And if you ever felt concerned or frightened by anything that you saw in a movie, you'd come and talk to me about it, right? And I was just like, yeah, of course I would. And that was it. Like, that was the proper beginning of me turning into the little weird horror gremlin that I am now. Because I had that conversation with my mum when I was still quite young, and because I watched so much horror from behind the couch when I was even younger, I'm just massively desensitized, and I appreciate that viewers will probably not have the same sort of experience of horror media that I do as a result. Mine was Hellraiser. See, I didn't watch Hellraiser until fairly recently because my mum did not like Hellraiser. Which is fair. It's... oh my god, it is a tour de force of FX. It really is. But it's kind of horny and quite gory, so I can appreciate why my mum didn't like Hellraiser the first time she saw it. She's watched it since and quite enjoyed it. Yeah, that is pretty cool, Kian. Unless it's Event Horizon. I love that film. See, Slow hates Event Horizon. Event Horizon is the reason that I don't get to watch horror movies with Slow. Hellraiser's iconic resurrection scene is impressive to this day. It really is, Carve. It's such a great scene. Like, I am a massive practical effects nerd. So Hellraiser, RoboCop, anything that Phil Tippett's worked on. Love that shit. Love that shit. The Johnny Depp's death sequence in the first Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh my god, the production history behind that scene is so cool. There's a really good documentary on Netflix for those that have got access to Netflix about the horror movies. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, Rocket. If Slow isn't completely into the idea of watching a movie with me, it's not gonna happen. And he doesn't care about Lupin, so it's not gonna happen. Remember when I watched the D&D movie, every time a fantasy race showed up with, like, real props, the fursuit or whatever, I just cheered. And I do not fucking blame you at all, Carve. I would be the same. I don't care if it looks corny. VFX are great, but so overused. I agree, and it's so nice to see practical effects being used. Like, more recently. I will always, always, always champion people like Guillermo del Toro, who go out of their way to do things with practical effects instead of using VFX. Because that end of the industry is massively underutilized these days. There's a bunch of people that just don't get as many jobs as they used to, and it's such a shame because they are artists. And their work is amazing. You can imagine how hyped I was when Leica became a thing, and oh, so many new stop motion films. I love me a stop motion. Good God, Rocket. Okay, so we seem to have provided a valuable public service here. Del Toro had Gypsy Danger's cockpit made, and it looked so awesome. You know what I love most about Pacific Rim, Kian? Pacific Rim only got made because Del Toro had At the Mountains of Madness taken away from him. He was told he wasn't allowed to make Lovecraft's At the Mountain of Madness into a movie. And he binge-watched Evangelion. If those two things hadn't happened at around the same time, we wouldn't have got Pacific Rim. How fucking cool is that? And it makes so much sense as well. Like, the whole two pilots thing is... It's so reminiscent of a scene from Evangelion when Shinji and Asuka are being trained in how to fight together. So it makes perfect fucking sense that those two things are, you know... I would love to see Del Toro's take on Mountains of Madness. Yeah, me too. I was gutted when it got canned the second time. But we got Pacific Rim out of it, so I'm not going to complain too much because I do like giant robots. I told you not to get me started on War of the Worlds earlier, and instead I ended up getting started on practical effects and Del Toro. Oops. Sorry, everyone. I think we're supposed to be playing a game right now, and I'm just rambling at you while the music plays in the background. Should have been a just chatting stream. Good job, Mind Scanner. As mind scanning is fairly new, the technology is still being tested, but rest assured, our methods are highly effective. Known fact, chicks dig giant robots. Squigs also dig giant robots. And Hobbs, seen as I haven't been a squig for a long time. Yeah, Hobbs dig giant robots. I haven't watched Megas XLR in a long, long time. As mind scanning is fairly new, the technology is still being tested, but rest assured our methods are highly effective. Okay. No more citizens require your attention today. Get some rest and continue tomorrow. End of day 1. Maintenance, minus 6k. And we earned 15, so yeah, we're doing okay. We've got 30k. Cypher likes big mechs, and he cannot lie. Indeed. I think many of us are in that boat here. Or that battlesuit. Your daughter is trapped in a room. You try to unlock the room, but the key breaks. She screams. Oh, this is us having a dream. Oh, what a cheerful dream we're having. Hey, we have less money now. The fuck? 3 citizens require your attention. Choose a citizen and perform a mind scan to unravel their insanity. Remember, you take full responsibility for their diagnosis. Okay. Who shall we mind fuck? We're not mind fucking, we're mind unfucking, I should say. Who should we mind unfuck? Ha! Ha 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 Okay, so apparently I can say fuck, I can say fucking, but I cannot say unfuck. What the fuck? My captions are so screwy. Mood of the game is being undercut by the husband cackling. Oh my. Funny bit of Battletech lore is that the Battletech cartoon is an in-universe thing, and the bad guy from it was jailed after he challenged the judge in his defamation case to a mech battle. Oh my god, I fucking love that, Kian. Oh, that sounds cheerful, Rocket. Mindfucking is a different service. Yes, that's the one that they have to pay extra for. I like the look of this person. Alan Lee. Alan Lee is a fast and reliable copywriter, but his tendency to speak in incomprehensible slang has gone from bad to worse. I mean, fucking mood. Mike Zipotta. Frontman of Mike Zipotta and the Half Zips is one of the most celebrated rock stars in the structure. Now, his usual message of hope has given way to a darker note. Oh, that's just an artist. That's what they do. Chang Yunsa. Yunsa is a regular slumpunk girl living on the streets with minimum maintenance. A parasite of the structure. Friends say that she's always been strange, but in a harmless way. Until now. Okay, I think we leave this guy alone because he's just doing artist things. I think we either help Alan Lee with their... excuse me. We either help Alan Lee with his tendency to speak in incomprehensible slang, or we help Yunsa with her no longer harmless strangeness. And I'm leaning towards this because that sounds like she may have fallen in with a bad crowd and become radicalized. You'll get less time with Alan if I'm reading things correctly. Yeah, because he's further away. I think Yunsa. Probably going to be a more complicated... Hello, Ross, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today.
Hello there.
There's a reason the tortured artist is such a well-established archetype. Exactly. So we'll leave the artist to be tortured. We'll leave the musician to make an emo album. It's fine. They all do it. Night-night, Cypher. You take care. Thank you for being here. It's been lovely to have you. I hope you rest well. The second you see the young slumpunk woman, it is clear to you that she is heavily pregnant. Oh, geez. No, I know what you are. I don't want to be scanned. Please, go. My son will be born any day. If I get a diagnosis, the structure might take him from me. Please. He will not function without me. Except for Kiss, they made a disco album. That is very true. And a Scooby-Doo movie. Okay, we're gonna let her go. She's pregnant, and I don't trust the structure at all. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Structure requires this. Structure is friend. No, structure is not friend. Snap. A mind scanner? Well, alright, I can zig. Excuse me? I said I can zig. I zig it. It's a scream. I can smell what you're cooking, if you catch my drift. I'm not sure. Yeah, this cat is alright. Check it, let's go. Okay. Let's get you scanned. Okay, doctor, so I'll tell you what I see on the screen. I hope you can make sense of it. Let's begin. My typewriter, a real classic beauty, but hey, the letters are all in the wrong order on this one. Good for some edgy montage work, I suppose. Pretentious. This looks like myself. A real poet. Man, I sure look the part. Hey, you think I can borrow this thing for a while? Might help my work, you know? A poetry helmet. Ha! Self-absorbed. A rolling stone. It gathers no moss. Don't let them tie you down, man. Keep rolling, keep trucking, that's all I gotta say. Free lifestyle. Hello, Tomahawk. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. A pretentious beatnik cyborg. As his augmented speech center has overtaken his entire system, he lays an unbearable burden on his audience. Insane. Alan Lee is fast and reliable copywriter. He's a pretentious beatnik, so we've done that. Personality type, the dreamer. Poesis. He has poesis. It is a little bit Tomahawk. It's sort of, Cyberpunk Papers, Please by way of Paprika? I guess is the best way to describe it, but that's not a particularly accurate description. We are diagnosing people's mental illness based on what the dystopian, corporation, I believe, that runs the entire world, deems to be appropriate. Okay. He's 41 years old and has two types of crazy. Initializing insanity panel. Initializing stress bar. Initializing personality bar. Patient stats initialized. Ready for treatment. No, you're mistaken. My mind is poetic. I see colors where others see black and white. And, infinity in a grain of sand. If you want to call that insanity, that's your loss, man. Yeah, okay. Your psychotron treatment device seems to be unstable. Avoid the red areas or you will stress your patient. If you want to develop another device, use the left panel to access the device manager. Okay. Choose a device that matches the insanity type of your patient. Okay, so we've got the Hemolizer. Removes up to 3 in a row of insanity type. This. Sucks out the blood of the patient, detects any imbalance, and shoots a cleansing substitute fluid back into the patient. Match the shape of the blood sample by combining shapes from each slider. And we also want the one that looks a bit like a menorah, but we can't afford that. We can't afford that. Okay. We have to go to treatment first. Oh, shit. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this. Oh, we got a thing popping up. Oh, sliders. Combine to get a match. Displays current shape. Okay. There we go. Oh, where's the... There. Oh, I didn't quite do it in time because I didn't know what I was doing. Oopsie. Time's up. Your workday has ended. The citizen requires further treatment. Shit. We're not going to get paid, are we? No, we didn't get paid. Hello, Aldo. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Did we get a citation? No, okay, we didn't get a citation. That's good. We are keeping your daughter at the institute for further examination. Letting her return home would be dangerous for her and everyone around her. She's doing well. You have nothing to worry about. She's an interesting subject. You should be proud. For normality and the mind. The structure. Welcome back, Ian. Is that Super Meat Boy? ZX81 appeared out of nowhere a few days ago. He claims to be a robot, but even the most untrained eye will see through this act. Okay. He requires further treatment. So let's do that first. Ah, yes, they have Kian. Oh my, the square is back. Found any round holes to squeeze through lately? Might just make you the subject of my next poetry release. Uh-huh. Done. Treatment complete. Huh? What a trip. I ordered that beatnik upgrade too, you know. Spice up my writing. But boy, did I get more than I bargained for. I'm sort of relieved. It was fun though. Let's go see ZX, because we want to leave the Rockstar alone. Halt, citizen, state your business. Do you work for Sinclair Research? No. Then who are you? I see. I don't have a mind to scan, but you might be able to access my central processing unit. You want to look inside the workings of a cutting-edge machine? Be my guest. Oh my god, I've just realised. That's a torso there. This is a guy with a cardboard box on his head. I can't believe it's taken me that long to realise. Like, the little preview image to me, I was just seeing Super Meat Boy. Readout from a hospital. The numbers are all red. I don't know who this analysis belongs to, but he is clearly unhealthy. Frailty of the human being. I'm happy I'm indestructible. It's probably his own report. Wires everywhere. I'm strapped to some sort of table. This is Sinclair Research, where I was created. Father, why don't you love me? It's a manufactured lie. A mirror. A cursed creator. Why did you form a monster so hideous that even you turned away from me? Low self-esteem. An underlying dissatisfaction with his job seems to be causing this individual to escape from reality and take the personality of ZX81, a robot fugitive. He suffers from robodentity. What are you talking about? That's clearly a ZX Spectrum, not a person. Bravo. Personality type, the dreamer. Another dreamer. We're not going to finish treating him today, I don't think. I have a systems error. Maybe it's a virus or some sort of Trojan. I can run a diagnostics program. Whatever you do, don't take me back to Sinclair. Okay. Right, so we need this again. But we also need this. which we can't afford. And this, which we also can't afford. So we'll just carry on as is. Why is that hurting? Are we not supposed to do the whole thing? Okay. No, that's just stressing him out more. Fine. We overstressed him. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that when there's so much red on it. ZX81 got stressed. Treatment must end. That's fine. Error. Error. Systems overload. Okay. Punches me in the face. Ow. Before you can come to your senses, the slightly overweight cardboard robot has disappeared into the crowds. Shit. Well, we're not getting paid for that one. Think you need to release it on one of the blue ones. But it doesn't laser if I release it. That's the thing. You have to, like, laser beam the thing. The picture at the top. That's what I wasn't getting there. Because it seems like you have to have it all filled up for the laser beam to actually come out of it. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, we've got to end the day because we can't travel there. It's too far. We know that the structure is keeping your daughter from you. We can help you, and we believe you can help us as well. Just remember to take good care of your patients. Don't break the people, break the structure. Moonrise. Yay, we found the separatists, as it were. We found the people fighting back. And it's only day 3. Now we have enough for more tools. Hooray! It's with great sadness that I must bring you this news. The baby of Yunsa passed away a couple of hours after being born. Yunsa fed the child pure Zignoka as she believed him to be a robot. Oh no. Child will be embered and forever remembered. Yunsa has been exiled from the structure and cast into the outer zone. Oh shit. Here is a penalty for neglecting your duties. Fuck. Well, that sucks. Mind scanners have recently been contacted by the terrorist group known as Moonrise. These people seek to destroy our society and must be stopped. Have they contacted you? No? Okay. If you receive a message from them, or any suspicious messages, you are obliged to tell us. Sure. We will make sure to protect you. For normality and the mind, the structure. Yeah, nobody's messaged me. Oh wow. Who are you? Barbara Brandenburg. Hairstyles of Barbara are ever-changing. Her unique methods in hairstyling have made her a fashion icon. Her clients include many, many big personalities, but they are beginning to cut her from their lives. Go on then. Let's see what's going on there. Guessing you're not here for a haircut. She's first my clients stopped coming and now they send for you. I mean, they know what they were in for when they stepped inside my salon. I'm an artist. Expect an artist. Barbara looks at her little finger, studying it. Okay, let's scan her and see what's going on here. Tangerine tubs, my favourite place in the Splendors. Is there anything more relaxing than a spa? If there is, I don't want to know about it. I transformed many big personalities here, as the waters changed colour. bed is indeed very relaxing. Do people still listen to Rob Zombie? Yeah, I do sometimes. Not very often, admittedly, but I do still listen to Rob Zombie. Glittering neon striped power vest of Mike Ziputter. I gave it a trim to fit his looks. He got furious. I wore this vest at Zigfest. He might be a brilliant musician, but he should leave his looks to me. Follows own rules. Scissors, razor, comb, all my tools. I added some glass shards and a small self-made canabo. You know, spiked club. First you entangle, then rip. It creates the most awesome look. Very raw, very cool. LARPer. Dangerous tools. Nothing stops Barbara from following her desire to cut something down. Hair, flesh, objects, or paintings. If her intuition tells her it's off balance, it will be trimmed down. That's kind of scary. Yeah, I'm with Soul on this one. There's a few songs that I'll listen to, but I'm not actively following Rob Zombie. Personality type, the entrepreneur. Has scissorosis. Good name. Scissorosis? How am I supposed to get new clients with that diagnosis? I'm an artist, not a lunatic. There is a difference. But you're too fucking conservative to see this, aren't you? Oh boy. Ugh, that finger. Barbara looks at her little finger with spite. Okay, so we need this one. We can probably afford one more. Unless we need more money than we've got. We go. Reflector. Okay, so locate the thought, erase the thought, keep the thought. Okay, we can do that. Oh, oh, you were right, Rust. That's gonna really slow this down. Oops. Oh no, no, that worked. Oops. Hey, we did it. Whew. I'm always pretty oblivious as to whether people are cool or not, so I thought it's better to ask people who know that stuff better. I have not heard anything untoward about Rob Zombie. In fact, I vaguely remember there being something about him being supportive of trans rights, so yeah, I think Rob Zombie is safe. But then again, I thought Danny Elfman was safe and he's not, so Why on earth was I thinking of cutting off my finger? I should probably take a step back. My style got out of control. Oh my. I just followed my passion. Thank you for making this clear, Doctor. No worries at all, Hans. I hope you've had fun on War Thunder. And I hope you rest well. Thank you for lurking. It's been lovely to have you in the Lurkers Lounge. I think we'll do one more day and then I'll finish up for the evening. Because it is quite late. ZX81 has been visiting various tech shops and companies trying to start a robot revolution. This man needs help. We put another mind scanner on the job. Here is a penalty for neglecting your duties. Damn it. I'm really bad at this. I'm back in business, baby. I sent a bunch of products to some of my most interesting projects and they forgave me. I can't thank you enough. I sent you a bottle of my first product. You open the small package. It contains the beauty product Divine Intentions. Makes your skin surprisingly smooth. Yay! I've kind of accepted that you'll never know and go by what we do know. Yeah, exactly. That is the best way to do it, Rust. Keep your eyes open. When the time is right, we will talk again. Accept any birthday invitations. Moonrise. Oh, okay. Don D'Alonso. Lately, Don seems to have taken his job as a security guard a little too seriously. Tenants fear his desire to dominate and to be dominated. Turns out it's made of people, yeah, more than likely. I do love my Soylent Green. Press the button on the side of the door. Look into the camera. Ah, the mind scanner. Noble profession. I've unlocked the door. Come through. Test me. I think you'll see that I am completely fit. I take care of myself, body and mind, but I'm happy to comply with an official mind scanner. Why are you showing me a pair of trousers? Hey, they're all wrinkled. Someone needs to iron those. Needs order? Ha! That's my old poster of the constructor. Dad tore it off the wall, but I taped it back together. Looks up to power. Dog racing, the finish line. One of them just won. Some are winners, some are losers. Believes in fate. Meet the Creeper's great. Don is drawn to aesthetics of control. Policing aspects of his personality has led to a complicated relationship with authority and punishment. His tenants worry about his power for a good reason. Authoritism. Authoritasm? Authoritasm. Personality type, the really? An entrepreneur? Huh. Oh, are you going to strap me into your machines? Will it hurt? Hey, Pom, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Aesthetics of control is such a powerful combination of words. It is, isn't it? Very scary combination of words as well. Okay. So we need this one, and we need... this one. Count these symbols. Input the correct quantity. Press and hold to search. Okay. Okay, I think we can do that. Let's try our new toy out. Two. Oh, there was 3. Shit. Wrong device, insanity not found. Oh no. Okay, we'll do this then. I guess I picked the wrong device. How did I get that before? There we go. What we got this time? There we go. That was easy. Oh, really, Pom? Did you see any of the surveillance game? And if you did, what did you think of it? What were your impressions? Insanity not found. Oh, oops. Oh, that stressed him out a lot. Fair enough, Pom. Fair enough. Yeah, I do think it could be a really fun little game. It just needs a couple of things adding to it. A couple of tweaks. Let people in, keep people out. Forgot to mention a minor side effect of your treatments. They sort of reduce the personality of your patients. Once the personality is completely removed, it can never be recovered. But no worries. You'll get paid either way. Their insanity is first priority. It must be removed at any cost. Saw a YouTuber play one of those games that just straight up ripped off Slender Man and Five Nights at Freddy's and Poppies, etc. all in one game. Oh, shit. See, I'm not a big fan of things like Five Nights at Freddy's and Poppies playtime. Not because they're not good games, but any game that relies on jump scares for its horror is just not my cup of tea. Think you just killed that guy's personality? I think I did. I mean, to be fair, his personality was, I have power and therefore I can control you and I will control you and you're going to take it and like it, which is a personality I feel should be killed. That's okay, he was just another drone. See, I was thinking that's okay, he was a fash. Maybe he'll be slightly less fash now. Mascot horror is just not an aesthetic I enjoy. Yeah, that's completely fair. Like, I like the idea of Five Nights at Freddy's. I like the idea of evil animatronics because I've seen stuff like that before and it's worked really well. But I don't like the fact that it relies so heavily on jump scares. I don't think jump scares, for me personally, make good horror. I'm the same with movies. Just, it feels lazy to me. One every now and then, like in a film or a game, sure. But don't make it your piece of media's entire personality, seeing as we're talking about personalities as well. Do not listen to the structure. You need to take care of your patients. Do not remove their personality. Keep treating, but treat with care. Five Nights at Freddy's isn't for me with the jump scares, and I think I could play Poppies if I wanted, but the Poppy devs are pretty sussy. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay, that's the end of the day. End of day 5, maintenance. Yep, there we go. We're not broke, so that's good. Call from unknown. Are you the mind scanner responsible for Mr. Dalonzas' treatment? Yes. We'll talk. We'll go through the phone call, and then I will end the game. End the stream. We're also happy for him here in the building, and for us. No hassle, no mood swings. He's all you'd ever want from a security guard now. We scraped together a little tip for you. Aww, bless him. Oh my god, that's horrifying. Today's news. There is a rising concern among our citizens as outer zoners continue to gather outside our city walls. Their intention is still unknown. Gathering started 6 days ago, and today there is an estimated total of 3,000 outzoners camping at the north gates and the south gates. Ruh-roh. Constructor spoke earlier today. I understand your worries, but I assure you we have the situation under control. Okay. Oh shit, you can rewind time. No option to save, so I can only assume that it auto-saves. Okay. Alright. I'm kind of glad that one won the poll, because it wasn't too long. It wasn't anything that we couldn't just step away from, but it was an interesting little game, and I'll probably play some more of that off stream. I don't know if I'll play it on stream, though. Feels like the kind of thing I have to focus on too much to be able to actually interact with you folks, and I like interacting with you. This game seems cool, bit less stressful than Papers, Please. Yeah, definitely less stressful than Papers, Please. Oh, you've played it before, have you, Rust? My Friendly Neighborhood is cool, though. It's like Resident Evil Go's mascot horror FPS. Yeah, I was actually watching somebody speedrunning that yesterday. Yeah, I did spell it right. Ecdysis deliberately spells his handle wrong, and I always have to double check before I type it, because I want to spell it correctly, you know? But yeah, I was watching Ecdysis speedrun My Friendly Neighborhood. I'd never seen it before. I saw him speedrun it. It's a really interesting looking little game. Overly commercialized from the get-go, with merch and NFTs lined up, and there were some reports of them being shitty and stealing stuff from people. Nothing criminal, but shitty. I mean, NFTs are pretty fucking criminal, in my opinion, the amount of environmental damage they do. My Friendly Neighborhood is the one exception for me, as it really leans into the silliness of the premise. Ah, cool. I'll definitely have to give it a proper look then. I never knew Wallace and Gromit got a game. So, Wallace and Gromit has had more than one game, because every single time Ecdysis has talked about running Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Were-Rabbit, he's just called it Wallace and Gromit, and I was like, what does he have against the Telltale Wallace and Gromit games? They're fun. But he wasn't talking about that. He was talking about Wallace and Gromit, the Curse of the Were-Rabbit movie tie-in game, which from what I've seen is just kinda bland and not fun to speedrun. I'm hyped for Chicken Run 2. The trailer came out the other day. Yes, I saw the trailer for Chicken Run 2. I am cautiously optimistic for Chicken Run 2, because it didn't need a second one, but I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, because I really like Aardman. Even if they do stupid shit sometimes. I know somebody whose sibling used to work for Aardman, and apparently they're not a very good company to work for. It's the way the cookie crumbles, eh? Never meet your idols, never work for your idols. Okay. I think it's time for me to find somebody to send you lovely people off to. See who's live.
Bye-bye.
You're most welcome, Russ. Thank you for being here. It's been lovely to have you. Okay. Come on, brain. Before I, you're most welcome, Pom. Before I send you off, I want to say thank you to everyone for being here this evening. I hope you've had a good time. It's been an interesting one, for sure. Until the next brainwashed artist. Indeed. Indeed, Soul. Thank you for being here. It's been lovely to have you. Special thank you to Bort for the resub earlier. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. It's been a quiet one, but it's been a nice one, I think. It's always nice to look at some indie horror and dystopian games, I think. I will be back in like 11 and a half hours. We're going to play a little bit of, let me see if I can remember the full name. I'm not going to be able to remember the full name. Vern, The Shape of Fantasy, a Jules Verne themed point and click adventure game, which was very kindly gifted to me by Inquisitor Grox. And then we'll do some speedrun practice after we've played a little bit of Vern. So tomorrow's stream is going to be a fun one. I think that'll start at 12 PM UK time, give or take, depending on how delayed I am by how hot it is. Oh, I'm sure I will. The pixel art's fucking gorgeous. So I'm quite looking forward to it, and I'm a big fan of Jules Verne's work. I'm gonna get some sleep. Don't worry, Gibraltar. You say that like I don't sleep between streams. I do. I'm gonna go and get some sleep now. I don't need that much sleep. I don't function if I sleep too much. Right. We are gonna go and see Death Tropes, who is playing some Blasphemous. I believe Blasphemous 2 to be specific. Oh shit, they're still active. I will hydrate. Chibi-Tan does not exist at the moment, as the people that made the virtual pet got hacked. I'm surprised that those channel point redemptions are still working, because everything else has been shut down. If you want to follow along the raid and don't get pulled through because Twitch is a butt, then there is a link to Death Tropes channel, so you can follow through in your own time. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else I need to tell you folks. I haven't drawn the giveaway because nobody's entered it, so I'm just gonna roll that one through till tomorrow, if you folks don't mind, because it's been a quiet one tonight anyway. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, but until I do see you next, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your filthy fucking minds, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend, everyone, however you're spending it. Bye-bye.